Tribe. Welcome to YogaHive Online. My name is Teacher Eileen, and today we will be practicing Yin. So for Yin practice, it's a little bit different from your usual Vinyasa or flow classes. It's where we'll be holding poses for 3 to 5 minutes, but more or less for today, let's just stay with 3 minutes, okay? Remember that in Yin practice, it's a lot more passive than your usual strong poses. So you will learn to let go, alright? So let's start into the practice already by making sure that you have a pillow next to you. It doesn't have to be a yoga bolster. You can grab any pillow. It's about this size, your usual pillow that you use at home. You can have yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, I would suggest that you could bring maybe hardbound books. You can use hardbound books about this size, or maybe 2 hardbound books, you can put it together. Maybe if you have an encyclopedia range at home, maybe you can use that. And let's just be resourceful as much as you can, alright? Alright, so for today's practice, what we'll be doing is we're just going to open up the chest and we're going to open up the hip area. And this is a short practice, so let's get to it. So for now, grab your blocks or your books, hardbound books, if you have thick ones. Harry Potter will come into use this time. Okay, put the block into this height and another set of books or blocks into this height, okay? Just make sure they have enough space from each other. How far it should be? Okay, when you lie down, maybe bring the bolster of the block at the bra height, where your bra is, and then just lie down on your head, and then fix it so that your head feels comfortable as much as you can. Okay. Your choice for now, if you want to bring your legs straight, if this is a lot already. You don't need to force any poses, and you can bring your hands beside you. I'm keeping my phone right next to me just for us to have a timer. Let your palms face up. For you, just maybe set aside your phone first. Okay, start to close your eyes. Take a deep breath. I'll start to time us. And if you have some background music there, maybe it's just a way for you to also soothe down and relax where you are. Start to go to your breath. Deep breath. And if it's hard to relax in a pose, focus on the exhales. Exhales helps to relax the muscles. Bring awareness to where the stretch is happening on the front of your chest, maybe on your back, maybe you feel it on your neck, shoulders, and then just allow everything to soften. Allow it to just happen, let go. Soften your eyes when you close them. Soften the lips. And everywhere that you feel tension, just allow them to let go. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel free to have music around. And if not, just allow your mind to settle on the breathing. If you hear any noises around you, just allow the sounds to go through the ears. Don't react. It's the practice of yoga is learning to practice your reactions, to take a couple of breaths. Once you hear that sound, you're going to slowly blink your eyes open, remembering the Yin practice, learn to move slowly. You can start to wiggle your toes and fingers, and then you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to slowly roll to your side body, right side or left side, doesn't matter. You're going to lie down onto the floor first. Take a couple of breaths here. Enjoy this moment when you can just slow down and relax. And slowly push aside the blocks or books. And then grab your pillow. You're going to bring it under your knees. You're going to bring your feet together. Make sure your hair tie is not bugging you as well. And then you're going to slowly bring your feet together and open your hips. This time, we'll just focus on opening up the hips this time. And just allow your knees to have, you don't need to make an effort to push them out to the side. Just let go. I know a lot of you will hear that from teachers, let go. I know it's such a hard practice, but that's why you have yoga. This is where you learn things that is hard on a normal basis. I'll let you go as well and start to practice and just focus on the breath. Feel the opening of your hips. Feel how heavy your knees can be. You can bring your hands on top of your belly just to relax. Or you can still bring your hands beside you. Wherever your hands may feel comfortable. For now, let's just focus on the legs and the hips. Just start to breathe deeply. Staying here for 3 minutes. If you feel your knees are already open, within the 3 minutes you can start to pull the bolster from under you and then just keep the knees where they are without the pillow or the bolster so that you can allow your knees to open up. So, if you feel there's a little bit compression towards your lower back, like I do, I usually just engage the front body enough, but allowing my knees to be heavy so that it's not going to be too much compression in your lower back. And then just start to relax. Start to let go. Soften the eyebrows. It helps to smile. Once you hear that sound, you can slowly bring your hands under the knees. Help them to close first. And then you're going to slowly straighten your legs into your Shavasana. But we're not going to stay too long in this Shavasana yet. You can lift the hips up a little bit first, so that if you feel any compression, wiggle your hips side to side. And then straighten your legs. We're not going to stay long. Just a couple of breaths before we proceed to the next pose. Bring your right arm over your head or your left arm. Doesn't matter which side. And you're going to slowly help yourself to turn all the way to the side. And then you're going to push yourself back up to sit. And once you put yourself back up to sit, okay, we're just going to bring 2 blocks. And then put a pillow on top. So this can be books as well. You can put a pillow on top. And then you're just going to bring your hips as close as you can towards the block. Once you're able to bring your body close to the block, you're going to slowly bring your chest down and then relax the head. This is like a gentle twist for your body. So find a comfortable spot. Like for me, I need to remove 1 block. And just use 1 block for the head. And start to let go. If you don't have any neck issues, you can let your head turn all the way to the other side. If that's not comfortable, stay where you are comfortable. Where you need to learn, where you can first learn to let go. And then enjoy this moment that we pause and set our timer. Stay here for another 3 minutes. Breathing. Relaxing. Allowing the body to be soft. Slide your hands away from you if that would help you relax. Let your palms face up. Even your fingers, if you feel like there's any gripping sensation over there, just try to let them go. Relax your back, upper back, shoulders, even your neck. Be happy. Focus on the breath. And it can't help sometimes that when we're in a still position, things start to pop in our head. I invite you to not fight it, but just let it pass. Like, don't force it like, oh, I shouldn't be thinking of that, okay? Just be kind to yourself. If it happens, it's normal. Let it pass, and then go back to your breath. Breathe again. Best way for you to learn to not think of anything is to focus on how the body feels. Focus on relaxing your muscles. Give your brain some activity to do. We're going to go towards the other side. I'm just going to be facing the camera, but for you guys, you can just flip around slowly and move to the other side. For my sake, I'm just going to face the camera again. And then once you've settled down, I will start to time you. Okay, so try to find the same comfortable position. And you can lie down, and if you don't have neck issues, turn your head all the way to the other side. But for beginners, I suggest that you go where you're comfortable, and you will stay for another 3 minutes. Let your arms reach away and rest. And this will help us stretch our back. And just find spaces in the body where you still feel that you're holding tension. Maybe it's your shoulders, maybe on your back, hips, maybe your eyes, fingers, arms. Just work on softening these parts. Take a deep breath here first before you start to move. No need to rush. And you're going to slowly push yourself away from the pillow. Remember to move as slowly as you can. And now let's just set aside your pillow and your bolsters. And then we're just going to lie down. Once we start lying down, your choice, it's either you use your pillow or your block, And then you're going to bring it under the hips. For me, I'll just use the pillow. Bring it under your hips for just a supported bridge. Okay. You can bring your knees together, feet apart. If this is comfortable for you, if you have lower back issues, I suggest you stay in this position. If you don't have any lower back issues, then you can slide your feet straight and then set aside your hair tie and then just allow the hips to be heavy. You might need to pull the belly upwards a little bit just to rearrange it, because this might cause a lot of compression in your lower back. If you have a hard time reminding yourself to pull your hip up, you can bring your hands on top of your belly, just enough to bring a little bit of awareness. So there's a little bit of control when you here at this pose. Not completely letting go, because it might be painful in your lower back. Just a little bit of pull here. And then start to breathe. And we will stay here for 3 minutes. Pulling the hips towards your navel, just enough that you don't feel too much compression on the lower back. And then start to relax. This is an opportunity for you to just enjoy every part of your body. If you feel any discomfort, you don't need to stay long in a pose. You have an option, especially if you're a beginner. You can start to bend your knees and just stay there for now. Otherwise, you can go back to straightening your legs. Usually you really hold it for 3 minutes, but if you're new to the practice, be kind to yourself. Adjusting is okay for now. And then try to find where you can relax. If you can't relax too much in the lower back, start to relax in your toes, then the legs, and the front of your hips. Start to relax the shoulders. Relax your eyes. If you hear any noise, just let it pass. If you're having some difficulty in this position, just try to smile, breathe, and before you know it, time is up. Now, if you're feeling the pain already, you can start to bend your knees. Find a comfortable spot where you can hold. Once you hear that bell, don't need to open your eyes yet. Just slowly move your feet towards your hips. Bring your knees together. Take a deep breath here first. And then slowly you're going to move your pillow from under your hips. So just lift the hips up a little bit. Slide the pillow for under, and then just straighten your legs out into your final Shavasana. We're not going to stay long in the Shavasana. It's just going to be enough for you to understand what changes happen to your body. The beauty about Yin is that you're able to appreciate the subtleties that happens within just because you're breathing. Take a deep breath here. And then from here, let's slowly wiggle your toes, fingers, stretch your arms over your head. Take a deep breath. And then hug your knees to your chest. Feel the length of your spine. And roll to your side body. Take a deep breath. And then slowly push yourself back up to sit. Alright. Thank you for joining me in the Yin practice. I hope you're able to have a calmer mind and a relaxed body. Namaste.